Hello everyone, welcome to series of videos on uh, Financial Accounting Hub related to average daily balancing. Now in the previous video we discussed the ADB calculation and implementation problem and challenge. Now let us proceed with the solution part. So in the previous video I showed you that if from the system if you only migrate the balance as on 31st January, right, which is 6386836 in this example, then ADB calculated in Oracle will be this, which is very much different from the ADB which we want to have in system, because in source system the ADB is this, but in Oracle if we migrate only this data, value will be this, and that's a business problem what we have. So what is the solution now? I have found some solution for this based on some calculation. We can derive. I have just done the series of calculation in this uh, in this highlighted yellow color, and based on the series of calculation we can arrive to one amount which is called, let us say, we can name that as sync up amount. Okay. So let me hide these cells for ease of explanation. So this is the sync up amount which we arrive at. Now based on this amount, if we create one journal on first day of the month and another journal on the last day of the month. I said based on this because on the first day, what we have to do, the first day journal will be the sync up amount minus the previous closing balance. Now, since we are starting here from the 1st of January, so previous closing balance is 0. Because I just said in the previous video, it's a newly created account in our system. So, but here if we see, this is like sync up amount minus the previous day closing balance. So that is the day one, that is the amount of the first day journal. And on the last day journal, the amount, if we can put like closing balance minus the sync up amount, this is what I have done. Instead of when we migrate, so in summary, instead of migrating only this, we take up this as input, and by some mechanism, if we can create two journals, one for the first day with amount this, and second for the last day with amount this, we will be able to maintain the monthly ADB. How? I will show you. Same calculation what was here, I have put here also. And we can see the monthly balance, average balance here is 3842.58. Same amount got maintained. For further clarification, I can just copy this here. Now let me make it all 0. Okay, and let me draw this. Okay, so what I propose that on the first day you pass this amount. So pass the first day. And on last day, pass this amount. And what I say, ADB will be maintained. See, we can see 3842.58. That is the amount we have to do. That is the amount which we should be getting. So the key point here, calculate the sync up amount, then create two journals. Now, if you think in the input output model, what is that input? Input is from the source system. we have to get the input like this one, and few more data is there that I will show. Those are not complicated one. So we have to get the closing balance and the balance maintained in the source system. Based on that, we have to calculate the sync up amount, and based on the sync up amount, we have to create two journals. Day one journal is this, day two journal is this. Don't migrate this balance. This we will use only for the calculation of sync up, and based on the sync up amount and the other data, we will create two journals of different accounting date. One will be 1st January, first day of the month. Second will be the last day of the month. And if we do this, the ADV can be maintained. So that's the conceptual solution. Now, as I said, our input will be this and the balances, and based on this, we have to create two different journals. And that is why I'm taking help of Financial Accounting Hub. With the help of input, we will create two journals, one dated first day of the month and second dated the last day of the month. By doing so, we should be able to maintain the ADV as per the expectation. So that's what the conceptual solution we have. Now, to explain this, now this I showed this example I showed only for one account. Now, let us be more realistic, okay? Because whenever we migrate the balances, it will be balanced, debit, credit will be tally, correct? So what I have done to show that, I have created, I'm taking three accounts now. So that's a conceptual part I've discussed. Now I'm migrating towards the how we can solution that in Financial Accounting Hub. And as we know that to create any accounting, any journal, we have to have a balanced debit and credit, right? So I'm taking a bit of more realistic example here. And I'm taking example of three accounts. Account A, account B, account C. Assume there are three accounts in the source system, and all are new account. On the day one, account A was debited by 1,000. Account B was credited by 600, and account C was credited by 400. That's how 1,000 debit, 600 credit, and 400 credit got balanced. So this is how the balance journal is. If we see the balances, on the day one, balance of A will be 1,000, B will be 600, C will be 400. Credit is negative, I have just put for the convenience. Similarly, on 15th of January, account B was debited by 100, and on 15th of January, account C was credited by 100. On 10th of January, account A was credited by 600, and account, let me just check it out. Okay, account A is credited by 600, account C was debited by 600. That's how we balance the accounting. Then on 25th of January, account A was debited by 8,000, account B was credited by 6,000, account C was credited by 2,000. That's how the balance transaction happened. So our requirement that on the month end, we want to send like A having balance is 1,000. Now let us take this an example. So sorry, for account A, the closing balance on 31st January is 8,400. EOD ADV. Okay. Account A, EOD is 8,400, and ADV is this one. Account B, EOD is minus 6,500, and ADB is minus 1,900. account C. Closing balance is minus 1900 and ADB is this one. Correct. So this is what we have in source system. Now, when we now I will show how we can migrate this to Oracle to maintain the ADB as per the concept which I explained in Excel file. So now we will configure this in our Oracle system. So we will cover that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please watch my next video as a continuation for this.